Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Played towards the other side.
Good switch, that.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Gross. Now it's Fabio Silva.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Now it's Agahawa.
Now it's Luuk de Jong. Schüller. Nmecha.
Now it's Fabio Silva. Great vision.
Perez. Bednarek.
Kivior.
And Casemiro.
Agahawa.
And ball's gone. Tries from a long way out. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner.
Luuk de Jong! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Reina.
Casemiro does really well to win the ball there.
Agahawa! Oh, split-second reaction.
Agahawa is offering a right smile there.
Porto have their second corner now.
Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. And that has left him in a heap.
Now it's Joe Linton.
And here's Luuk de Jong.
Knocks it out wide.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Joe Linton. It's a pretty loose pass.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. Kivior.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Agahawa. He has found a way through.
Schüller
Defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Fabio Silva.
just eases him off the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Fabio Silva threads one in. Great ball if he can get there. Bednarek. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Played in deep. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Agahawa. And it's Joelinton. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread neatly. Could try cutting inside here. Aimed in towards the centre. That's a decent clearance. Now it's Fabio Silva. Reina. Now it's Agahawa. He's picked his way through.
Such good technique.
Oh, what has happened here? Big chance! It's fallen kindly here. Goal! Porto! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And he's there to clear it. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Fabio Silva. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That's cause for mild irritation. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's hoisted clear. Now it's Fabio Silva. Tries to pass it through. Kivior tries to clear. Agahawa. Porto looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Bensebaini. Can he get on the end of this? And that was nowhere near his best. Luke de Jong. Casemiro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bensebaini. And again they run up against stubborn defending. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Well, that's beautiful. Great chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Pinches it off him. Agahawa. Good ball, good take. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Not a defender in sight. He had all that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Porto really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Porto in control at half-time, 2-0. And we're underway again. Gross. And it's made its way to him. And a chance! Oh, taken with style. And the second half is off to a flyer. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
He rises! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And he's had it nicked away. Casemiro. Luke de Jong. Oh, he's onto this. He's found the way through. Has crossed into the middle. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Fabio Silva. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Elects to cross. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Borussia Dortmund certainly looked sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Pass somewhat off target. Perez. Kivior. Bednarek. Not the most accurate pass. Luke de Jong. Now it's Agahawa. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Luke de Jong. That has not gone well. Anton. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out towards the flank.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
He's had it taken off him.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 2. Número 7. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 46. Número 11.
Some really good ball movement. Now, can he find a finish?
Borussia Dortmund really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter,
and he has been fouled there. And he has shown him a yellow card. Stood up well to him there. Chukwuemeka. Porto still have the cards to affect this game. Varela. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 26. Luke de Jong.
And that's
Sai
another
e
throw.
vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 27.
Cross to the back post.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Goal. Kivior. Not the most convincing of passes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's not got that quite right. Chukwuemeka. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Akahawa. Gross. Oh, that's fabulous. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Goes for a shot! And yes, it's there! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. We have ourselves a real game here.
Borussia Dortmund really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's been shifted off it. Played out wide. Chance for a shot! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's...
Going for goal! That is delicious! A finish of true class! And again they hit the front. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Porto get themselves into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Pressing high and with purpose. That's Agahawa. He's one-on-one, takes a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Goul. Nicely weighted ball. Goul looking to get on the end of this. He's picked his way through. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a corner kick. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Porto could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Agahawa. It's a pretty loose pass.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de compensação.
Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Good take and shot at goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Adeyemi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And that has been cleared. Now it's Pepe. Anton has given away a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. This looks promising. Shot, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Pepe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That has been knocked clear. It's just beyond his reach. And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Caros espectadores, vamos todos cantar os parabéns para o nosso menino aniversariante de hoje.